Happy Thursday, my friends. On my way to have lunch/brunch with Max and a freaking very special guest from Argentina, the one and only Moli. He arrived yesterday night, crashing with Max. Looking forward to seeing the team. This week was supposed to be our Q3 company offsite, and because of the heartbreaking circumstances, it's gonna become more of a weekend gathering to honor, to grieve, to celebrate our beloved Hannah. Yeah, that's been my last few days. I've been to create space for myself, think, process, talk to everyone who's important, move everything else, and then also do the minimum prep for the weekend, and just, you know, getting the dinner reservations, the sports classes we want, to still do an offsite with the team members who still want to or can join. And so that's the plan. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
What's up, my guys? Hey, Mori, what's up? Good to see you. Very good, very good.
What were you talking to Max about?
No, I told Max yesterday that for me, I know Marvin from the vlogs. I am from Argentina, and now I'm working with you, and I'm here in Berlin, in the other side of the world. It's literally the other side. It's literally the other side of the world. Like, it's crazy for
surreal.
me. It's surreal.
And just because you took your shot and followed up,
Yes,
that's
literally.
my boy.
Literally.
Bienvenido.
Like the only thing when I start like creating content and this journey, the only thing I want is working online and traveling.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm finally doing it.
Yes, sir. The very fucking beginning.
Yes, the verb, of course.
What's it called?
And Jesus Maria. It's very known.
I have an idea.
Maria.
It's a city I want to launch. I have this perfect name idea.
No, it's very known city with
Why?
because there is a famous festival there, music festival
Really?
there. Yes,
What kind of music?
folklore.
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 No way. Like
Yes.
mystical mythology type.
No. Yes, that one is the festival. Like it's the
Like almost like Argentinian country.
yes, that kind.
Have you been?
Of course, every year.
Oh, that smells so good.
Hell yeah.
What is this?
It's like, what is chai? It's a spice.
It's a black tea with the chai spice, which is an Asian spice, and it has a very distinct smell. It's like cinnamon, it's cardamom, it's
Like
black
from
tea,
here, I
cinnamon,
smell.
cardamom stuff, ginger sometimes. And dirty chai is you get the chai tea with a shot of espresso.
Ah, okay.
So with that said,
No, don't break the fast with the dirty chai.
bro, I already had the black one. Yeah, it's special days.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I had my athletic greens and then I had a flat one. I have a coach called Pickém Toothpicks. It's gonna be an interesting agenda today.
With who?
Pickém. He's been a client, then he turned into a friend and mentor, and for the
CEO
past
coach.
for the past year and a half, he's also been doing a monthly coaching call with me, just talking through whatever is top of mind, and we've in exchange been helping him with his content as well.
Also give some context of who he is.
Frederick Fleck is a serial entrepreneur turned investor. He's, for example, an angel investor in close.com, like the CRM we also use. He started different companies. He ran a TV channel. I think his biggest entrepreneurial success came from Test.io, which was like a testing software platform, and sold that.
Un crack.
Un crack. Un emprendedor, un crack, y buena persona, buena gente. Y siempre agradable.
Thank you.
¿Qué tal, Moli?
Hey, what's up?
¿Puedes explicar en español lo que tú estás haciendo?
En español.
En español, explicar a nuestros amigos qué estás haciendo aquí, qué es tu trabajo y por ahí rapidito cómo estás usando Notion.
Mi nombre es Joaquín Molina, tengo 19 años y como dijo Marvin, hablo español y soy de Argentina, soy de Córdoba. Actualmente me estoy encargando de llevarle la marca personal a Marvin en Instagram. Me encargo de hacerle los videos y posicionarlo básicamente a él como un emprendedor para atraer a otros emprendedores como él. Porque bueno, algo que siempre dice Marvin es que cuando vos te mostrás tal cual sos, tendes a atraer a ese mismo tipo de personas, que es básicamente lo que está haciendo en YouTube y ahora quiere hacer lo mismo en Instagram. Y acá justo está escribiendo una descripción para un video, que acá tenemos estos son todos los videos que están agendados en el calendario para subir. Acá tengo también esta frame donde subimos los videos. Max los revisa. Y después, bueno, Marvin los revisa también y si los aprueba los subimos. A Marvin lo conocí por los vlogs que sube, le mando un mensaje y bueno, acá estamos.
He gets it. Our favorite activity, coffees and sun. It's been a slow week, meeting-free week.
What was your favorite day?
I think I liked Tuesday because I got a 10k morning run in, so I felt good about myself. I didn't feel like I slept through the whole day. That was a nice day. We got dinner with my sister, but that was the theme these last 2 days, is just kind of taking things slowly, barely any meetings, processing and thinking about Hannah, slowly thinking about next steps and the future and the outlook, and just spending some quality time with our best friends here in Berlin. And now it's Friday, just had a nice coffee session, lunch meeting now. I'm gonna get some work in at Soho, gym session, and just have a cozy weekend and then get back into proper rhythm Monday. We had now two very special weeks, two very different weeks. But I think Monday it's slowly time to just bring things back up to proper speed and bring back the drive. And it's going to be 2 weeks working in Berlin. We have Calvin and Matilde coming next week. It's going to be great. In 2.5 weeks in Berlin, we have Hannah's farewell memorial, August 20th. Then I'm headed to Switzerland to meet some clients and family. And then September, Copenhagen. And once again, very interesting stage of the business and thoughts we have around our circles, our offer, the trends in the market, AI, all these different implications, and just the status quo of our team and our business momentum. Very interesting phase we're getting into, and we're gonna document it all. But this week we're taking it slow, so I'm not filming much. That's good. This is the secret sauce of the biggest business person brand in Germany in the making by us 2030.
Ciao, hoe gaat?
Oh shit.
Danke für alles.
Einfach so, weil er Bock hatte. Ja, dann For You Age, bis das funktioniert. Slowly getting back into the rhythm, fam.
Ja, nein, alles okay.
Okay.
The all black, you know. How are you, bro?
Good to see you. Good to see you too, broski. Welcome to Berlin yet again.
Thank you. I'm back. Vlog, what's up? Marvin's wearing the Omega. We got the bling.
For the
Check
one.
episode like 23 to.
What the fuck, Calvin? That's crazy. Something like that. Yeah. The backstory.
Like
So you came from Munich from Switzerland?
from Singapore, yeah.
Using a couple of minutes I have here to respond to WhatsApp messages and send voice notes. Take in the sun. It's beautiful. Really had a resistance-filled morning after the bare minimum amount of sleep. I had committed to a morning cycling class with my sister, row cycle at 7 a.m. Did that, was great. Got coffee afterwards and felt good about the workout. And then at about 8:15, 8:30, I started working, housekeeping. And after these very different last 2 weeks, with Hannah's passing and slowing things down, processing, chilling, planning, grieving, I definitely felt a bit overwhelmed and behind this morning. And I immediately journaled on it, because I also didn't do my journal entry yesterday, Sunday, because I prioritized other things. And so now I caught up on the journal entry. I wrote down what was worrying me, bothering me, things I didn't want to lose track of, open to-dos, all of a sudden like bookkeeping, a huge pile of things that I gotta take care of these days. And also just getting used to being the CEO, being here for the team, driving things forward, putting a smile on my face always. Whereas maybe the last 2 weeks I was more so focused on processing, and now it's a bit more performing again. Not to say that it's about being fake, but at the end of the day it is my responsibility to show optimism and to always have a clear North Star for people that they can rely on and aim towards. And I feel like the last 2 weeks I tapped into a different energy, and now it's time to go back into the leader energy. And yeah, excited for it. And after journaling and just rearranging and planning and sending follow-ups and scheduling company all hands and reaching out to people, checking in how they're doing, planning expectation meetings, I feel much better about things now. I'm looking forward to the calls I have now. I was like, I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to get back to posting content online. What the fuck is all of this? I didn't vlog the last 2 weeks, so even like doing this took some overcoming. But now we're getting back into things. The grieving and processing is far from done. But we can now spend a bit more energy and time also thinking about how we use that energy to create new things. We have the farewell and funeral next week, and I want to make sure we work on a little biography for Hannah and maybe that foundation topic. So different things there. I also don't want to forget about the lessons and reflections and realizations and reminders that this tragedy has sparked. And so I blocked some time in my calendar to also just reflect back on what I processed and wrote down the last few weeks, and with what intention I want to show up till the end of the year, what I want to grow into, what I prioritize, where I'm able to say no, where I'm able to live with uncertainty or not pleasing everyone, and just doing what's right for the business, doing what's right for me and for people around me and the team. So that's my mission, and we're gonna do it, we're gonna make it, and I'm gonna keep on documenting. Calvin in the building. Call coming up with the GTM team in 20 minutes, so let's get some prep going. A couple of last few breaths in the sun. Let's get it. Otherwise, in terms of the business, we are at 170k signed, closed MRR. No more new kickoffs until at least mid-September, so at least for a month, no new kickoffs. Stabilize, re-incentivize, align, and then with a better, improved version of our agency, get to the next growth stage and see what else we'll initiate from there.
Luca, he's going to have the call on Tuesday.
Radio silence like this is not good, especially when
For sure.
Do we have
He has asked for all the KPI.
well, first off, regarding science of people, I think, first off, amazing job about actually booking these calls and closing these deals. Give us an update.
What's up, vlog? Quick life update as prescribed by the doctor, Dr. Sanhines. Protein bar, or what is this? Yeah.
Have it all.
Oh, have it all? Okay, beautiful. Cheers to Marvin.
And what's the business? Just like for someone who doesn't know you, former social media manager for Gary, former head of brand of Ryan Serhant, former co-founder of yours truly.
Yours truly.
Watch gift giver.
Watch gift giver. Yeah, exactly. It's like the broke Iman Gandhi.
Iman sends his friends fucking APs. I get vintage Omegas.
Oh.
I would much rather have this little bro.
Right now, I am running a small agency called Engine. We're significantly smaller than Notus. I was just telling Selim, we officially have like 3 full-time, which is cool,
nice.
Right? You know, it's exciting. But then we have a handful of contractors and stuff that we work with. So that's good. We do personal branding through podcasting is the lens or the angle that we take. That's our core business. It's small, it's lean. We're about a year in at this point. I say a year, and it's kind of like it's the reality is that we started it May last year. But the truth is, I just haven't given it my full time and attention at all times because I've been focused on some consulting work. I still do that. Running the agency, and then also playing around with some other opportunities that have been up in the air. I was just telling Marvin about one of them earlier today that's big, interesting maybe, but got to figure out exactly what it looks like. So biggest flexes in business, honestly, stability, profitability, just I guess general autonomy. Like,
yeah,
you don't
and
have to be
not needing you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, not needing, but that's what I mean by autonomy, is like you can operate autonomously without it requiring you to do specific things. Like little throwback here. Marvin back in the day, you can
tell them.
Yeah, Marvin back in the day put me on to a New Zealander, a Kiwi man named Sam Ovens, who many of you may know now as the founder of School. The
I was early, huh?
Yeah, you were early. At the time, he was running consulting.com, which Iman Gaji just bought, which is crazy. Talk about
just to prove a point.
Yeah, I don't know why the fuck he did it, but I mean, honestly, sick brand, great domain, so like, I get it.
And it is a flex. I mean, I gotta say,
100%.
buying fucking consulting.com.
Yeah, legacy play. Anyway, Sam Ovens on his YouTube channel had a bunch of these great business videos. And one of the ones that I remember watching with Marvin back in the day was one where he talks about scale, mess, and debt. And sometimes debt doesn't have to be financial, it can be like operational debt. And that's kind of the place that he's in now, is like as you scale, it creates a little bit of a mess. You create debt, whether that's financial debt that was used to scale, or if it's operational debt that now needs to go back and be cleaned up. And then you kind of address that, and then you go through another season of scaling. It's just a series of sprints. So.
Yeah, and we just went through the intentional sprint of stress testing the system by taking on more projects than we usually would fulfill.
Yeah.
And that led to some of our key players also working a lot. And like some projects not running as smoothly as we wanted them to. And now it's like no kickoffs until mid-September from now onwards. And it's just stabilizing and now making it independent of not just me but the other people involved, such as our COO Luca, our head of content Max, who just also stepped into the apartment for some co-working. And
welcome in Max Rodman.
That's the game plan, fam. You're at a stage right now where you've proven yourself working for Gary, for Ryan. Like, you left because you wanted to make the next steps. You have social proof, you have deep expertise. You've proven that you can scale an agency to up to 50 to 100K per month.
I'd never hit 100, but I mean close.
But,
I think we would have gotten there if I had continued, but yeah. Anyway, outlook for business. It's tough. If I can give you the quickest way that I'm, like, my biggest struggle right now is and Alex Hormozy talks a little bit about this in his content, where like as things go well and as you build up credibility and as you have a reputation and you have some past success to point to, the girl in the red dress gets sexier and sexier, right? And right now there's this very real question in my mind, which is, of the women in red dresses that I'm being presented with, which ones are legitimately the best path forward and which ones are simply distractions.
Do you have any approach as to how you want to gain that clarity and make a decision? Any like timeline?
I was going to say, how much time are you giving yourself?
If you're giving yourself any
Yeah.
specific timeline.
because you said don't overanalyze, and I feel like, you know, if the woman in the red dress or the women are really pretty, it's really easy to like.
Bro, I'm still flirting every other day.
Get like
Matilda!
Go into like analysis paralysis and go like
Yeah.
go deep on every single one.
Let's say you're at level 0 of the entrepreneurial journey. Any opportunity that you're presented with, for the most part, can effectively be acted upon immediately. As you move up the hierarchy, what ends up happening is that opportunities, because they're more significant, require more diligence on both ends. And so the opportunities that I'm being presented with, in many cases, begin with like a soft offer. A good anecdote that I can provide here is that I had a meeting with a friend of mine who runs a very fast-growing fintech company in New York City that does multiple millions of dollars of revenue annually, and they look very promising. And in our meeting, he was asking me what I'm working on, and after I explained to him, he replied with, "Why don't you just come take over marketing for us?" It's like, oh shoot, okay, like he didn't give me an offer. There was no equity mentioned, no salary mentioned, none of these things, but the soft offer is, hey, we're interested in working with you and what it would look like to have you come in and take over our marketing department. It's like at a really promising fintech company, this, that, and the other. It's like, okay, so that's inherently interesting. Now my immediate decision is, okay, do I want to continue the conversation? In this case, I said, send me some details for me to look into it. I looked into it and then I kind of left it there. But, you know, it's just not interesting. So to Max's question about, you know, the kind of decision-making matrix, it's where do my interests lie? What are the priorities right now? I'm thinking about long-term career potential and finances are really kind of the two main things. I don't really care about like work-life balance and flexibility right now. It's just not the priority. So like if I have to sacrifice that, that's fine. As long as I feel like 5-10 years from now, the women in the red dresses are even sexier. So I don't know if this is a good answer.
I think that's pretty much guaranteed that they'll become sexier.
I'm sure, you know.
The more like successful you are.
Another thing is that sometimes the best way to make a decision is to not make the decision and then just like let time pass and see how you still feel about it. Because when something's new, it's interesting, just inherently by the fact that it's new. And then as time passes a little bit, all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'm actually not as excited about that as I once was. It was just the fact that it was new made it exciting.
But I mean, what I took away from this is also just the fact that it all comes in seasons and chapters. Because what you just mentioned, right now you're not optimizing for flexibility necessarily, like having the perfect remote lifestyle. Yeah. But rather you just want to have career leverage long term and you want to make good money.
I mean, sometimes I think about this because like I know that I could get the lifestyle and money, no problem. That's kind of where I'm at now. Is like I'm not making millions, but I'm making hundreds of thousands. It's great, cool. You know, it's a good like lifestyle business. I can travel when I want. Like I came to Berlin because Marvin and I had a call where we were just like, hey, that would be fun. Let's jam. And I was like, all right, cool. Like that's amazing flexibility. I couldn't do that with any corporate job. I realize that there's a sacrifice there. I also know that if a corporate job opened the door to a certain network that I don't currently have access to, that's extremely valuable. If a certain corporate job offered equity in a company that's extremely fast growing and that seems promising, then that's an opportunity I don't necessarily have access to now. So, and then a huge one for me is just learnings. I feel like it would be naive for me to assume that there's nothing I could learn from other people at other companies. I think that there are a lot of really great entrepreneurs and executives that I could learn a ton from, and I'm willing to sacrifice the flexibility and even some of the finances if the learnings and the network make more sense. So that's kind of how I'm thinking about this now.
I respect it a lot. Just like mirroring from my personal experience, there were a lot of times where I wanted to watch courses or learn something because I thought I had to learn it before actually doing the thing. Yeah. So like, oh, I should take a coding course in case I need to code, or I should learn how to do a spreadsheet instead, like in case I need a spreadsheet. Yeah. And it probably comes from not having enough other things to do, so you kind of like scramble for just something. But I realized that once you need to do the thing, then you're gonna learn it quite fast. In just like, you don't need to learn Bubble no code right now until you actually build a no code application, and then you're gonna learn it. Mm-hmm. And so that's one big thing I learned when it comes to just prioritization and energy allocation. I'm just excited to see what you do and what you double down on, or what your setup will be.
Yeah. Life is interesting. A lot of options.
and fragile. So take it day by day and savor every one of them.
Yeah. Dark reminder.
All right, let's get it. So we had good feedback session, some contract alignments.
Reflected on the last quarter, which was officially the most intense quarter of my professional career.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was the average day like for you in this last quarter?
I mean, so the goal for last quarter really was to just get into more client projects, me and Luca. So we tag teamed. Yeah, exactly. So we tag teamed a lot of projects. I think at the peak we're at about 13, 14 projects, the two of us.
What is 14 projects in this case? 14 unique clients?
Correct. So that is personal branding clients where he manages the front end. So he's doing the calls, he's doing most of the comms, Luca is, and I'm doing the back end, which is the content production, managing the content engine, making sure everything's good there. And yeah, it was the objective was to just set a standard, right, for fulfillment, but also stress test kind of the whole system. And yeah, I mean, just 12, 14 hour days.
12, 14 hours is a lot.
Yeah, like it was a lot of fun. It was also a very emotional time. That's something I realized.
Let's keep talking while we go down to the restaurant.
When there's so little space and like time for slack, every mistake or every ball that's in the air becomes higher stakes all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And every assumption that you make or another person makes causes friction a lot quicker. And I also realized myself that I was very reactive. Like I got pissed so quickly.
Just on edge more.
Yeah, just a lot on edge more. So I'm very excited now that we have we hire new people, they're onboarded, they're in projects, they're taking, weight off of my plate and Luca's.
How big is the team now?
Notus team?
Yeah.
14 full-time equivalents.
Nice.
So I think it's about 18 to 20 people that are
With
like
contractors
actively engaged. Yeah, what Max said is we stress tested the system in Q2, and now in Q3 we're stabilizing and improving the system itself. Because you can't really stress test the system and take on more projects while also trying to perfect the system and make it more scalable. So it shows to kind of brute force our way into growing revenue, which we did, and now we gotta slow down revenue growth a bit to just make it more sustainable and less dependent on one person. So I had a good check-in with Max. Before that, I had a meeting with the GTM team to talk about our appointment setting clients. We are currently managing, maybe we have to bleep this, clients of people, huge personal brand, and we did like a 2-week trial to actually place a setter into their LinkedIn DMs and start booking calls. And they actually closed their first almost 10K in revenue through deals that we booked for them in 2 weeks.
Nice. Yeah.
And we booked many more meetings. So immediate ROI, and now we want to see if they actually are willing to pay us for that service too. But either way, it's nice validation. And so planning just the whole upsell, appointment setting, ads side of things with the GTM team, while the current fulfillment team is just focusing on doing what they're already doing better. Max will own AI and Luca customer success. And then I will manage the sales, GTM and content team. And with that, with 14 to 15 people, we should be able to grow by at least 30 to 40% until end of the year. That's the goal. And then we'll take it from there. And now, ständige Vertretung, hier Friedrichstraße, direkt beim Schiffbauerdamm, direkt neben Zimt und Zucker. Jetzt gibt's was ordentlich Deftiges, ja? Kommt mit.
Ordentlich Deftiges.
Kommt mit, ja?
Was Österreichisches.
Ja. Ach, da geht's schon los.
Drink tonight or what? Or what? A cup of beer?
Kölsch. Cheers, boys. Welcome to Berlin.
Do you like it?
With a full mouth.
You get it now?
One bite all the way from Philadelphia in the United States of America. Calvin Hamilton. One bite, everybody knows the rules.
It's very interesting. It's like
Very cinnamon.
apple pie on a cracker. So I prefer like a normal crust, but it's good.
Did you dip it in the ice cream?
It's much lighter.
He's dipping it in the ice cream now?
I think it's decent.
So, what's the score?
I give it a 6.5.
6.5?
I would give it an 8.
Oh, 8's crazy. I mean, maybe this is better, but 8.3.
8.3 for the apple pizza.
I'm more on page with Max. I think high 6, low 7. Like, could be 7.2 maybe, something like this.
And this is the Inglourious Bastards Christoph Waltz snack, huh? Take the reference.
That's not bad. That's better. Yeah.
Had a solid work day, half day at home, at the apartment, half day at Soho House. Also got up with our friend Massimo, who I got introduced to by Calvin. He also has a pretty big segment in one of my most successful vlogs to date.
Does it?
Yeah, talking about private equity and how to...
you guys in Switzerland?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that one's almost at 10,000 views. We had a good catch up with Massimo. My girlfriend just arrived, Matilde. She's at the gym. She has a modeling gig tomorrow, so boys' night. Looking forward.
It's a pretty little area.
It's video for your channel.
Yes, sir. It's good. Can I? You want to say hi too? Mustafa, yeah?
Yes, Mustafa. All right, cocksuckers, welcome in Berlin City.
That's my guy.
Enjoy.
Cheers, bro.
Have a nice day.
Thanks for the drive, man. See ya. That's definitely gonna stay in there too.
Yeah, it is. It's making it.
I promise.
What's the name of your channel?
Marvin Sanguinis.
Marvin Sanguinis.
Yes, sir. Ja, alles Gute, mein Lieber. Ciao, ciao.
Ja, ich lauf mit Baggies rum, mach mit Baddies rum.
Name one highlight of your day.
Content feedback call with a client. Great feedback, also very in-depth. The best clients are the clients that know what they want.
What if they want something that is not what you think they should want?
We fire them.
Just 2 pages of Excellence. He told me yesterday. Sehr schön ausgedacht.
Ich hab 20 an meinem Bett. Ja, schick mir die Eltern. Will noch ein paar Freunde für mein Bro, mein Cousin. Ich rauch 5 und mein
So ads has been and still is the most important acquisition channel?
For us personally? Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I see your face often.
Yeah, guys, I'm sorry for annoying you guys. Just gotta have an active perspective. Have an active perspective subscription, and you're excluded. That's the solution. Or like tap like not interested.
Personal brand power play.
But millions of people are seeing your face every month.
Pretty much. And it's also very interesting because like for us, like we primarily look at the results that the ads are driving. Right? We do direct response marketing. The main incentive that we have, or the main goal that we have, is grow the business. But at the same time, like since we now started expanding into partnerships a little bit more, we do a little bit more of like creative marketing, influencer marketing, a couple of strategic partners. We have an interesting integration, or that we're exploring, or like software partners and things like that. And literally anybody that we want to talk to, they have seen my face by now. And it's also interesting because it happened
it's
like
real leverage though.
Yeah, and it happened over the last 6 months.
Oh, interesting.
It's because like before we didn't have any international ad spend, right? Or like maybe like small fractions. And the beautiful thing with ads itself is if you get the engine working in and of itself, and it's a profit center, right? I mean, we spend a lot on ads, but we make more back, of course. And it's like, that's just a cool addition, which is really interesting. I only see that play out now a little bit more because I was so focused on the engine itself.
Mm-hmm.
So now you got the content compound effect, even if it's ads content.
Yeah.
Can you disclose what loosely speaking ad spend is in order to acquire a customer, and whether or not you're looking for month 1 profitability on that acquisition, or if it's over LTV?
So we
payback period, right?
Yeah, it's the payback period. Yeah. Exactly. So Maybe not in exact numbers,
Sure,
but
yeah.
like generally speaking, two things we look at. It's CAC to LTV ratio, standard. Three things by now, by the way, actually. So that's one. Second one is the payback period that Marvin mentioned, which is the customer acquisition cost divided by the monthly revenue you get. And then since we run also things like webinar funnels where we focus a lot on immediate profitability, we also track upfront revenue.
What is the CAC to LTV that you guys aim for?
4 to 1.
Nice. Okay. Really solid.
Yeah, we try to be a little bit more on the efficient side.
Yeah.
We also have a 3-month payback period, for example.
Nice.
And like with these metrics, we could scale more aggressively, but it would just eat more into our profit unless we shift more focus on the upfront revenue metric, the third metric that I just mentioned, because we're in a subscription business, right? So cash comes rolling in later. But we we have a lot of effort also on the fact of trying to recoup most of the money immediately in the same specific month, because that basically, if we can crack that nut, then you have the best of both worlds, right? Like perfect cash flow efficiency and the long-term cash that's coming into your customer retention and subscription business model.
How's your waitlist for deal?
I wanted to sign more.
I mean, weekly blogs,
Failed Austrian
slow and steady.
I wanted to sign
Some
up.
videos
They're
that pop
"Thanks."
off, some that
On the
are like
waitlist, I was like, what?
right below
My friend
1,000
has it.
views, so
It's crazy.
on and off.
Can you send
Instagram,
them
we
the
hired a
install?
guy.
How's that going? The reels, right?
Yeah, I mean, we published like 10 maybe, and then the Hana thing happened, and then I was like, I'm not gonna post anything on LinkedIn or Instagram for a while.
Oh yeah,
Haven't felt a strong effect, but like for the first time, followers grew instead of declined. But I'm also just waiting, and I think I said that many times, just waiting for the day we have an offer or something where we can justify running ads, just to get that motion going, because it's just additional distribution.
Have you experimented much with that?
No, it's just like there's not a problem it would solve right now. It would be like, because like we don't have a deal flow problem.
Yeah.
So it's like, what is the amplification for?
Cool day.
Hansi, das gibt's ja nicht. Little cold plunge.
It's not that cold actually, it's like 15 degrees, you don't get it colder than that because it's just so hot.
He's
an intense character.
I was just introducing Julian to Calvin. Julian is best known for running Boldheart, formerly known Hatch, which is a software development company.
I don't like that term, but it's okay.
Software development?
Software development agency, it doesn't sound right to me.
But that was the main business case for the last few years.
Yeah, I would consider ourselves as, we started out as a digital product studio. So software implementation is one part of it for sure. Yeah.
That was kind of like your cash flow driver, right?
Exactly.
To get paid to build software for people.
Interrupt really quick. This is like the dream car one day.
Oh yeah.
You know, old Porsche, classic.
Very clean.
Yeah, with especially the hard top, not a soft top. Right?
Old money.
Sexy.
But that's Boldheart. So it's product development, product design, all these things, right? Cash flowing with clients, but then also incubating their own projects. You want to go in hard into content now?
I do, yeah. When I started out my entrepreneurial journey, I was actually starting out with YouTube videos, and we were documenting this whole journey from day one. At some point we just stopped doing so, and I have to strive to get back at it. If I listen to myself, that's just something that I intrinsically want to do, even if it's just for documenting the journey for myself. If a few people watch it, even better, but at its core, I would even be happy if it's just me documenting the journey and having something that I can show to my children one day.
Let's fucking go. So, Boldheart, new chapter, restructuring that. Race Point is the race car brand, right? Or is it different? Yeah, okay. And then Julian Wilner is the name. Hopefully by the time we publish this, there's gonna be some more stuff out there. That's your accountability here. And now time for Club Kitchen. Hungry. Remove Parmesan, remove this, remove this.
I paid extra for
more expensive, but also sacrificing on
his mind. Gains.
Guten Appetit, ja?
Guten Appetit, bro.
So yeah, friends, gotta keep this short, this update, because I have a recruiting call now. But nice morning run in the sun with Calvin Matilde. And then an hour of planning for Hannah's farewell with her boyfriend Leon, Cassandra, Marlis. Good to see all of their faces finally. We're planning her memorial, and we're gonna write down her story. I'm gonna write a text about her life. They're gathering images, organizing the funeral, and then after that I'm going to Tyrol, Austria next week, and then after that we'll see how we continue the project beyond the funeral and this farewell to keep her light shining. And from there, a heavy context switch to a recruiting call for a potential appointment setter, and now I have another one, so I'm gonna get into that one. Let's get it. 3:25 right now, hot as hell. Nice little lunch provided by the girlfriend, and just scheduled next YouTube release for this afternoon, and prepped for a content call coming up with longtime client and partner Hubert Romberg. I've been working with him for almost 5 years. I think we started officially in September 2020. And we've been helping him with LinkedIn for many years. Then we helped him launch his newsletter. And now we're also helping him launch on YouTube, start a YouTube channel. I think that's very exciting because he's not your everyday YouTuber. He actually runs a $1 billion construction company, one of the biggest ones in Austria. And is a very unique visionary who's fighting for big causes and has also strong opinions. So very fun to work with. And these monthly content calls are the main pillar for all of our personal branding client projects, because they help us just have a conversation with these people, these founders and executives, and we interview them during these conversations to extract insights, stories, and just context that we can then turn into content for LinkedIn, for newsletters, or YouTube scripts, or whatever else it might be. But it's really just our way to continuously mine our clients for content gold. Especially in the age of AI, it's so important to get unique context and insights from people, because otherwise it's just the same generic AI stuff that everybody else is posting. So still doing these content calls, and Hubert is one of the very few clients I still do those calls myself with, just because of the potential and the relationship. And I got the people just helping me then do the smaller tasks in the background. But yeah, looking forward to the call. One breath at a time, innit? Been drinking some iced coffees. Been thinking about drinking more iced coffees. Wow, thank you very much. Looks epic. It tastes not epic, but good and honest. Thank you. Nice and cold. This reminds me of my New York days. I would do French press every morning, and then the leftover I would put in a glass and in the fridge, and then I would have that the next morning.
That's exactly what I
Hey, what's your name?
Daniel.
Marvin, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Question. I have a very small YouTube channel, and I sometimes ask people what they do for a living.
Okay.
What do you do for a living?
I work in the film industry, so producing aerial cinematography for cinema,
That's
TV
awesome,
shows,
man. Yeah.
stuff like that, yeah.
And so what are you up to tonight?
We're going to grab pizza and then stop by an event.
Sick.
Toothpicks.
Yeah.
I guess you can get rich with toothpicks in 2025, almost 6. Yeah.
Mind if I join you?
Of course. Jump in.
Sick,
Actually,
bro.
I'll drive up.
I never drove in a G-Wagon,
Yes,
so this is
okay.
awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Where we at, bro? We're right next to Görlitzer Park, about to indulge in some Falco slices. Vic Chicken 3.0 right around the corner. Oh, there she is, the one and only. Are you Victoria from LinkedIn? Sie war nicht vorbereitet, aber ja, sie ist Content-Maschine, deswegen immer bereit. Immer ready.
We was up all night, right with a function set. When I turned my back, you froze. I don't wanna hear nothing till you bring back everything you stole. Nah, fam, just go. I can't lie, you're doing them. You ain't gonna come round here with a sad vibe, man. Just pack up your bags and we was
this guy was like, yo, I got this idea for some toothpicks at Soho House. I tried it. I was like, okay. Oh shit, I got much more punch. I like them. Crazy. And then I was an ambassador. I rocked them every day. And then I haven't tried it for like a year. I also haven't seen you in like 6 months. 7 months, 8 months. Yeah. But now fucking 1,000 stores.
1,000 stores in like 2 months. And the next 3,000 come in like the next 2 months. So, yeah.
And social media going crazy.
You actually been there from day one, bro.
Josh.
Stay hydrated, man.
Bro.
Now we out here, bro. The brother combination. Combination. We met 2019 on Melrose, coincidentally. And then I found out that he's from fucking Switzerland, you know, where the money's at. Where the money is at.
2 years later, we randomly met in Berlin and we reconnected.
Coincidentally, at the tech party, coincidentally.
Shout out
Super Chat. Oh, shout out. Yeah, shout out Super Chat, for sure.
Bro, these brothers, legends. Love you boys.
Yeah. We here, the Caribbeans.
What do you do for a living, bro?
We make music. I'm an R&B singer, going by babygeofff. That's my brother. He does all the management, the creative work. Good. The brain, the pinky in the brain. The
Yummy club.
Yummy club.
Yummy club.
What is the mystery pack here?
What? What do you got, Calvin?
Well, I got some peach, some cherry, some mint. Trifecta.
No way.
No way.
Die beide für dein Mystery.
I can't lie, you're doing the most.
Brand director, which is my LinkedIn. I see it in the profile visitors all of a sudden.
Life Among People coffee, aka LAP, L-A-P. Marvin and I just had a nice walk. Talked about notice, some of the team, what's going on, how to craft and curate culture, and how you filter for that when you bring new team members in, and how you scale that, because it's really hard, especially as the team gets larger. And now we're headed back to the apartment. We're gonna drop off a coffee for Marvin's lovely girlfriend, and then I'm probably gonna hop over to Edeka, get some snacks. Marvin has to get a haircut, clean up a little bit. That'll be the end of my Berlin journey, but the continuation of Marvin's.
Been a blast as always. Felt a bit too short almost.
Yeah, it was short.
Like we should have had
more time.
We should have had 1 or 2 more nights.
Yeah.
Where we knew that the next day we didn't have any responsibilities.
Yeah, would have been nice.
Should just have like more open-ended windows. Anything you would tell younger Calvin?
Staying curious, I think, is a big one. I think that's something I would give you more credit than I would give myself in that regard. I think you're more curious than I am naturally, and I admire that about you. Yeah, like, and curiosity sometimes takes effort. You know, to ask questions even if when you don't necessarily feel like it because you think you kind of understand something, and so yeah, be more curious. Maybe that's a good tidbit that I'd give myself now even and back then. So
cheers to the curious. 3:30 p.m. Just wrapped up our Fridays with Notus checkout meeting for the week. Very nice one. Everybody from the team gave their recap, their score, shouted someone out from the team, and just spread good vibes, and most importantly shared new music in our Notus Cafe Slack channel. This is the one I sent, Ragazzi at Mulberry, banger. Max shared new Bullet Tooth Boiler Room. Mika shared Tinashe and Friends Boiler Room. Bari shared a banger here. So hey, this is the one Selim said he's listening to on repeat, so we're gonna listen to it now too. But yeah, Calvin left. He's on his way to London and then back to the US. It was a blast. We should have had more time actually to just have open-ended conversations and brainstormings. And then next week, it's Memorial Farewell Week for Hannah. We're going to Austria, Tyrol with Luca and Max to see her family, to see her friends, to see Marlis and Cassandra, who were also in the accident. And my task, what I will contribute is I will write down Hannah's entire timeline and story, like a mini biography based on voice notes and video journals and different sources that I have, so that we can then read this at the memorial.
We already set up a donation account to donate to cancer if people want to donate, because that's something that she thought through herself. And so next week is going to be a special week with 3 days pretty much just blocked off for this. And then a week after next week, we're going to implement all the changes for the new meeting cadence, the KPIs that we want to hit, and all these things. And that's that. Hot as hell. Feeling pretty good. Ready for our dinner date later?
Yes.
You have any idea
Shower
where?
first though, I'm so sweaty.
Yeah. Any idea where we're going?
No idea.
I have an idea.
She be coming all around, ass fit, super big. I be slapping it around. I'm a real couple rolls, then I'm cutting off my hoes. Get a couple new bees after every fucking slow. I got me, I just go. Yeah, a nigga love to smoke. Put my glasses, let go. How much to let go? I'm a real couple rolls, then I'm cutting off my hoes. Get a couple